We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Twins and the Kansas City Royals. Division rivals do battle. Next. Dennis Leonard will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Digging in, Rod Carew. He enters play sixth in the American League in the batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come in winners of two straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, Dero, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in third place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for himself. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll. Offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Ota patrolling center makes the play, one out.
Batting second, the center fielder, Torrey Hunter.
In is Torrey Hunter, and he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hunter is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Bases are empty, one man out. To 2-2 now.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
The 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike three.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
So now to the plate, Harmon Killebrew. Hit high and deep, carrying towards the corner. Jackson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. Twins nothing. Royals coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Walter Johnson gets the starting nod for the Twins. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last three starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Into the box, Amos Ota. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 26.
Now here's the pitch. No balls and one strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Batting second, the second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Stepping in, Whit Merrifield. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Into the box now, George Brett. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hunter's got a read on it, and that retires the side. Royals bats are quiet there. Still no score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tony Olivo. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball one. The 1-0 home.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Fouled off. Now the 2-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. The 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now at the plate, Bob Allison. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work. Two
2-0 to the Twins left fielder.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 balls and a strike. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Olivo gets his lead at first, nobody out. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Jackson will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Goose Goslin.
Next will be the designated hitter, Goose Goslin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pause, now the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. A bare hand for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping up now, Bo Jackson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Bo Jackson.
Now the pitch.
0-1, no play.
Hard on the ground towards short. Reined in. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Batting 6, the first baseman, John Mayberry.
Striding in, John Mayberry. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. A runner at second, nobody out. Two and one to the Royals' first baseman. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Mike.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, one away. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Bottom of the second here with no score. This is line to left. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
In is Jorge Soler, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Royals 1 and the Twins nothing. Settling in now, Gary Coyote, 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Count 1-0.
In for a strike. It's 1-1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
The 1-2. And oh no. Pray that didn't get him where it sounded like it got him. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit. Paul Surhoff comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Paul Surhoff. Batting it, the catcher.
In now, Joe Mauer. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Standing in, Jorge Polanco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off there, 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. 1 out and a runner on second base. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Now the 2-1 pitch. Count even at 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Rod Carew, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. One and one the count now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The set and the 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Fouled away. Ready with the payoff pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ota is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for Minnesota. They're down 1-0.
We're back as the Royals prepare for their at-bats here in the third. This lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. And one significant aspect of their offense is the running game, where they currently rank among the league leaders in stolen bases and stolen base success rate. I brought this up with some of the players earlier, and one of the pitchers told me, 1, it's fun to watch, and 2, I'm glad I'm not responsible for defending against it. Our guys will pick you apart if you're not smart. It's an athletic bunch, and they use it effectively, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Salvador Perez.
Here comes the first pitch. Salvador Perez is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Now the pitch. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
The 1-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting ninth.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. One and one.
1-0.
1 That's popped up. Coyote into shallow left. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Amos Ota. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding.
The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. KC down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Stepping up to the plate, Torrey Hunter. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
The center fielder, Torrey Hunter.
Pitch on the way. The 1-0. This pitch is popped up. Perez has a play, makes the play, 1 away. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and here is the killer, Harmon Killebrew. First pitch coming. Here it is. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
To the plate now, Tony Olivo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. There's a drive out to left center field. Killebrew ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
At the plate, Bob Allison. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. This one clears the party porch just shy of the fountains. They don't hit him out there. That's a long home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And it gives the Twins a 3-1 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Standing in now, Goose Goslin, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. 3 runs already home here. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
At the plate now, Gary Coyote, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Now the 1-0. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. So now to the plate, Joe Mauer, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. This is skied into short left center. Left fielder coming on. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Minnesota's out in front 3-1. Whit Merrifield next to bat. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Allison arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. So striding in, George Brett. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Now the 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Count 1 and 2.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Back goes Hunter, still going back. Gone! George Brett with a solo shot. Number 22 on the year, and the Royals have cut it to 1. It's now a 3-2 score.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Now batting, left fielder, Bo Jackson.
Into the box, Bo Jackson, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center.
Olivo is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Now batting, John Mayberry. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Weak chopper up the line, but it gets foul. The 0-2 once more. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Royals get one back on this solo home run. We're through 4. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Danny Jackson takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 25, Danny Jackson.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next.
Jorge Polanco.
Here comes the first pitch. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both a southpaw and a right-hander get loose. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The 1-2. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The pitch. And that'll even the count here. It's now 2-2 to the Minnesota shortstop.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Fouled away.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
A ball hit softly on a line to third. And this will be no problem over at third. And there's the first out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Rod Carew. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short, but the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away. So 2 are gone in the Twins' half of the 5th. And that brings in the center fielder, Torrey Hunter. First pitch on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Mondesi picks it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're up 3-2. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Mike Moustakas, and they'll need him to get something going here. First delivery to him on the way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Moustakas, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Moustakas will take the turn and hit for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Soler, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. From the stretch. And he fouls this one off.
Looking for a productive at-bat here. Get that runner from second over to third.
In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. And that's out number 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Right to him. Throw on to Killebrew. 2 down.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Adalberto Mondesi, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Lifted in the air out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Royals leave one. They trail 3-2. All set for the start of the inning, and here is the killer, Harmon Killebrew.
Number 3, Harmon Killebrew.
Here comes the first pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Fouled off. Ready on 1 and 2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Lifted in the air to center. Ota has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The right fielder, number 6.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tony Olivo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken up in the zone. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
In now, Bob Allison, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
The 3-1. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Now the payoff pitch home. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Hit hard on the ground to second, but the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
At the plate, Goose Goslin, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch
Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Two tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
A bouncer up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit, and the runner from second is in to score.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first two out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a two-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your two boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. A runner on first with 2 away. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit out towards second.
Merrifield brings it in.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Twins get a run on 2 hits. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Twins are in front 4-2. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Amos Ota.
Number 26.
He's ready. Here's the first offering, and now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. On the move is Hunter, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting.
With Merrifield next to hit. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down. Digging in and looking for more, George Brett. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
And it's fouled away. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Line, but speared on a hop. Throw on to Killebrew gets him, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. Still down by a count of 4-2. Danny Duffy is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 41, Danny Duffy.
7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer.
He's set, and the pitch.
Hold that belt.
The 1-0 pitch. Duffy is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Unable to find the zone with the slider. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Counts even, 2-2 for Polanco. Now here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, Rod Carew, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Pulled toward right center field. Soler on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Down go the Twins in order, but they still lead this one 4-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Bo Jackson.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Full count, 3-2.
Yeah, well, down 2, you better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Again, he sends it out of play. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
At the plate, John Mayberry. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
And there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
At the plate now, Mike Moustakas, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Jorge Soler is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out with the man at first. Now a throw over. Runner back safely. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Now a move over to first. Runner back standing. Two and 2 to Jorge Soler. Fouled away. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing a starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. 1 left for Kansas City. They trail it here 4-2. Kevin Apier has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 55, Kevin Apier.
So digging in now, Corey Hunter, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Hunter.
First pitch of the at-bat.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Mondesi brings it in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Digging in now, Harmon Killebrew has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. And it looks like Joakim Soria is going to start to loosen up in the Kansas City bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
To the plate now, Tony Olivo, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The windup and the 0-1. Hard hit at third. Throw gets him at first, and even the East German judge gives that one a score of 10 as the side is retired. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Juan Rincon is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 39, Juan Rincon.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. He's set. Here it comes. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. 1-2 strikes to the Royals catcher.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Twins are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Standing in now, Adalberto Mondesi, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. A 1 pitch on its way. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Ready with the 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Amos Ota, only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. From the stretch. Popped him up. And no one will track it down. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 1-1. And it's 1-2.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. KC down in order. Still down by a count of 4-2. All set to start the 9th in this one. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Bob Allison. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's too high.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
2 balls and a strike now. Three and 1 now as that misses down and in.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the ninth. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, Nero.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a one-run lead.
In now, Goose Goslin. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Fork ball. That's in the dirt for a ball. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Mayberry is over, and he puts it away for the first out. Stepping into the box, Gary Coyote. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now batter.
Digging in, Joe Mauer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ball one to start the at-bat. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Smoke toward the hole. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, Dero, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in the count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle, and he sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut, and he didn't miss it.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That's lifted the other way out to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Twins strand a pair as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Tyler Duffy is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
58, Tyler Duffy.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And set to go is the second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season. And he's blown several saves up to this point.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
1-2, here it comes. And this is popped up near second base. Carew is there, makes the play, 1 away.
The third baseman, number 5.
Ready now, George Brett. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled off. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
At the plate, Bo Jackson hit in the air down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. KC down to their final strike in this one. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made, and the Twins have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Minnesota Twins wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Walter Johnson with his 4th win this season. Tyler Duffy wraps it up for the save, his 18th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For Kansas City, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.